Hello IT 120 students. Here is a quick how-to video from Mrs. O'Connor on how to do Chapter 6, cropping and resizing images and dropping out the background. This is really important when doing web design because for various different portions of your website, you're going to have to create your own images. You can't always find exactly what you want on the internet. Sometimes you want a small portion of an image, sometimes you want the image but you don't want the background to it. And other times you want to have a small image that you can click on that opens to the full-size image. So inside your book, it talks about using GIMP, which is downloading an app. You are more than welcome to do that, but I know some of you are using Chromebook, some of you are using Mac, some are using PC. So I wanted to use a web-based application that I'm used to using. It's called Pixlr. It's kind of like a slimmed down version of Photoshop. It is free, it is easy to use, and it will allow us to do everything we need to do when building these images. So page 248, the hands-on practice, project 1, just like we're used to using. On the right side of your page is all of the questions. On the left side of the page is what the images are supposed to look like. So let's go ahead and get into this. So the first thing you need to do is get to Pixlr. Super easy, go to google.com, Pixlr, P-I-X-L-R. There are various different versions of Pixlr, the photo editor online. We're going to use the Pixlr X. Like I said, it's the easy, slimmed down version of Photoshop, if any of you have ever used Photoshop before. I sent you last night all of your images, so I have them right here. Chapter 6 folder, the 3 images. And I started my HTML. But the first thing says, crop chapter 06 project 01 crop as indicated in figure 639. So I want to go ahead and open this image. I do that, there's a blue button. Navigate to the image. And then there's an option right here on the side to crop. My screen may look a little different than yours because I use a Mac, but overall this should be exactly the same for all of you. So I bring it down, it says, and then I bring it up. That looks like the figure on page 249. So I go ahead and I hit apply. So now I have my new image. Down here at the bottom, the blue button says save. And it tells me in the book, it wants me to save it as cropped.jpg. Most important when you are doing all of these images is make sure you are saving them in the proper place. It automatically goes to downloads, but before I move on to the second step, I'm going to move that downloaded file into my chapter 6 folder so I don't lose it, okay? So I want to make sure you are doing that. So we can see from my downloads folder, let's open second file, downloads. There it is, cropped.jpg. I'm going to move it right over into my chapter 6 folder. So now it's there. This is what the full version looked like. This is what the crop version looked like. So I'm going to rename it because I don't want JPEG on there twice. The system automatically put it in for me. Perfect. So that's question 1 and 2. Question 3, go back to Pixlr, navigate to home, open image, open chapter 06 project 01 medium. All right, there it is. Create new. It wants you to resize the file. So right down here. Okay, it says resize image. I clicked on this first icon on the top, properties, resize image. It wants it to be 200 by 255 because it's constraining the proportions. It automatically knows the size of the height. Constraining proportions means keep height and width equal to each other. So don't all of a sudden say I take this off and I want this to be 500. Well, now it's going to be taller than it should be. Okay, so make sure we're constraining proportions. Keep the length and width relative to each other. I'm going to go ahead and hit apply. Now you'll see it is smaller. So it says save this as small.jpg. Okay, S-M-A-L-L. I've got my JPEG on there. Go ahead and download it. I'm going to come back here to my Finder window and make sure that I move from downloads my small JPEG into my folder. Rinse and repeat. Go back to home. And let's see, it tells us resize small. So now we need to open an image. Open small, create new, and resize it again. So we'll go back to properties and change the resize image. And this time it wants us to go larger. And when you read in the chapter, when you go from a smaller image to a larger image, it becomes pixelated. It becomes blurry. It doesn't look as good. So I think that's what they really want you to notice, that the smaller you go in an image, the quality stays, but the larger you go, the quality gets lessened and it becomes blurry and not very visually pleasing. So we'll go ahead and hit apply. And as you can see, it's blurry. It's not really visually pleasing, but that's what they want to show you. So we'll go ahead and hit save. This they want us to name big from small. .jpeg. Again, I'm going to download it. Same thing we've been doing. I'm moving it from the download location to my chapter 6. I want to make sure I have all the images I need, because the last part of this is we need to build an HTML table, put all the images in it. Notice the dramatic loss of quality when you make the smaller image larger. Okay, reopen chapter 06. So we'll come back to Pixlr, navigate to home so I can open an image. This is a lot of repeating. Let's see. Reopen chapter 06. Save the file from big to medium. So just again, it wants you to change the size to that. You guys can do that on your own. Open both big and small and big from medium. Compare the quality. We saw how the quality changes. Question 5. Question 6. All right. This is where it wants you to make, to drop out the background. Oh, let's delete all these other layers. Let's try. Open image, chapter 6. Okay, great. So my images were starting to layer on top of each other. So what I simply did was hit close. Came here to open image, chapter 6. There we go. And now it says save as a GIF and as a PNG with the background color set as transparent. So I had to do a little work to this because there wasn't a simple way for me to drop out the background color. So what I did was I came over here, retouch, liquify, effect, no filter, just cutout. So I used the magic cutout tool and just selected the background color, and now it's gone. So all these little squares mean it's transparent. What it means by transparent is whatever background color you set on your HTML, that's what this will be. It'll no longer be that mauve color. And you could really go through and take it out of all of these, but more or less, I just want you to know that you can do this. And then you can go to save. And again, now it's a PNG. It's no longer a JPEG. A PNG allows for no background color. Transparent is what that is called. Let's save this. Download. And now instead of a JPEG background, it's a PNG. Let's go ahead back to our downloads folder. Move this over. From big to small, the PNG. So now it looks different. It no longer has that mauve color. It's transparent, so it's clear. All right, so now we have all of our images. What I'm going to suggest that you do to make the HTML a little easier is inside your chapter 6 folder, add a new folder and call it images and put all of these images in it. So let's go ahead. Because this will make writing our HTML a lot easier. So I'm going to go ahead and select all these and move them in. Drag and drop. I already started an HTML just shell because the last thing that they want you to do, is to create an HTML file. So super easy, guys. You all know how to do this. We've been doing it all week. New file. And we need the basic HTML elements. You need your doc type, your HTML, your meta tags, your title, head, the body, and then I started to create a table, just like we did last week. And if you're uncomfortable doing all of this, look back at your chapter 5 assignment, your chapter 4 assignment, your chapter 3 assignment. You have this code written. You know that you need the doc type, the HTML language, the head, the meta tag, and then I just put a title on of chapter 6. Close your head, then now let's open our body. Okay, so then I created a basic table to start holding all these images in. And I'm just going to stack them one on top of the other. I need a TD, a TR. I need to close my TD, right? And I need to close my TR. My table tag I already have closed. And remember, copy and paste. Don't make too much work for yourself. So all you need is this image source tag. Copy. Now, instead of having the chapter 6 project, let's take a look at all the different names of these 5 images that they want. Big from small. Again, I am going to make a lot of typos, so I'm just going to grab big from small.jpg. I am going to do a file, save as, and I'm going to name it chapter 6 for recording.html. I'm still saving it in that chapter 6 folder. I am pulling the images right from my image folder. Remember, everything needs to be in the same folder for the HTML to work. This, at the end of the day, is the HTML folder or the file folder that you are going to zip up and upload into Moodle. Inside that folder needs to be HTML, images. And inside that images folder is all of these images we just created. That will allow everything to work. Don't worry about CSS for this week. That is not the point of the assignment. The point of the assignment is to know how to resize images. I'm going to go ahead and hit save. And to look at this and make sure I'm doing it right, I go to my Safari, my Firefox, my Chrome, whatever I'm using, open file, chapter 6 for recording. There we go. So now I have one image. There's my database image. What other images do I need? I am going to copy and paste this again. I just want a row and a table. So let's go ahead and grab that. What was the name of that cropped image? Cropped.jpg. So let's put that right here. Kind of keep my images in order. Save it, see how we did, see if it pulls through. Great, so there's the original image they gave me, and then the cropped image. Let's do it again. What's another image I need to grab? Big from small we have on there. Not that one yet, not that one yet. Did that. This medium one. Thought it would let me grab it from here. Let me see if it'll let me. Okay, so now I want to grab my TR and TD again. And I want to change it to chapter 06-project. I would suggest copying and pasting these names because they're long, but for some reason that doesn't want to work for me today. It's okay. I'm not going to ask you to put in alt tags. I'm not going to ask you to put in, you can set the image sizes in here. None of that is necessary. I just want to know, purpose of this assignment, that you can crop these images, you can put them into an HTML file, you can save it, and you can send it to me. So there we go. We're starting to put all of our images in. Okay, guys? That is all I want you to do. I'm running out of time in my recording. The one thing I wanted to point out is because I'm in an images folder, where my images are, I need to have images \. I need to tell the HTML to look in that images folder for the images we have created. I hope this was helpful. I'm going to do one more video probably later today just to get you guys thinking about our final project. We are in week 6. I know, I can't believe it. 2 weeks left and then you'll be handing in your final website. So email me with questions. I hope this was helpful. I hope you guys have a good rest of the day and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.